Good evening to our wonderful parents and students of Rockwoods International. As we stand at the threshold of a new academic year, students aren't just changing classes, but the way they perceive the world. In line with our chairman's vision of making learning easier, tech-oriented, and future-ready, tonight we have a very special guest who is literally decoding the future for us. Before we officially begin, I want to share a personal note of gratitude. When I approached Mudit sir, he did not hesitate for a second. Despite his several commitments, he agreed to join us immediately because he shares our deep passion for transforming education. It is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Mudit Thakkar, known as the Robo Man of India. He holds a master's in computer science engineering and is the founder and CEO of Youngovator. He's a distinguished world record holder for organizing the largest techno-innovation lesson ever recorded. He has collaborated with over 200 educational organizations to bring tech innovation to the forefront. Tonight, he is here to ensure our students emerge as leaders of the future tech-driven workforce. Mudit sir, we are eager to ignite curiosity and build the future together. The floor is yours.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for giving a warm introduction. And I am very glad that I am speaking in front of all the respected parents and the teachers of Rockwoods International. My team has said a lot about the school, the initiatives that the school is taking, and I'm very glad that I can share a small knowledge that I have gained over the past few years in this field to all the participants here. Should I start my presentation, Swatiji, immediately?
Yes, sir. You can start, sir.
Okay, got it. Is my presentation visible, sir?
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Got it. So this will be a 25-30 minutes session from my side. I'll be more than happy to take a few questions at the end also, because interactions is very, very important. If I would have joined it offline, then I would have asked multiple questions in between as well. But let me try to cover the basic points that I wanted to cover here, then probably we can take some questions afterwards. So the basic thing that I always say to all my students as well as the audience, that I try to cater the future will belong to those who will not merely be a consumer, but for those who will be a makers. So we have to kind of focus towards, and we are in that era where we know that it's all about the things that we'll be learning. So all these things that we are seeing right now, specifically in the school education, is generally known as STEM. And we all know that what is this STEM all about. And if somebody doesn't know, the full form of STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So all of this AI and the robotics revolution that we are seeing right now are directly, indirectly a part of STEM learning. And whenever somebody tries to implement the concepts, or somebody wanted to develop a new project in, let's say, robotics or hardware software integration, they are working in STEM, and they should have to thoroughly go through the concepts of what we call that science and technology and engineering and mathematics. And that is when the overall thrill of live implementation based learning starts. I strongly remember my days of engineering when I started my engineering back in 2005-6. I was very much scared of programming, but when I started doing programming with robotics, when I've implemented a few robots through programming, then I got a very good interest in all of these things, and then took my journey ahead, specifically in this field only. So this overall field that we are talking about is trying to create the design mindset, computational thinking, and adaptive learning for the students, and and followed by all of these things will be then interlinked with each other as well. So in 21st century that we are talking about is all about this skills. Why this is very much important, because I am told that this session is being attended by parents and teachers. Why this is very very important? Because it helps to learn all of these futurist technologies. We don't know what will happen in next 6 months. I frequently travel to the good economies as well as the countries who have worked very good in education, particularly Singapore, Finland, and China. And a few months back, I was in China, and I have seen personally seen that students in that overall education system are very very actively working in all of these futurist technologies. The second thing is, what is most important is, we don't know that which technology will be there in let's say next 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, or which path that the students will be taking. But the most important thing that the students will learn, or which students should learn, is the problem solving abilities. If they learn to solve problems, then anything that comes in front of them, they will be able to solve that. And ultimately this will help them to think creatively and critically, because critical thinking and creative thinking is very very important. And we are seeing that in our kids. I have a son, 8 years old. He used to ask me multiple questions related to AI and robotics. So this innate curiosity is always there in today's children. What we have to do as a stakeholders of this education system is to nurture their curiosity into building something productive, or something live, and which encourage students to start their own ventures, to start their own new ideas. So this is in itself is a big process. I'll come to some. And also it is very very important that it also teaches students to handle and overcome failures. I strongly remember one story of mine. When I was a kid, I was international chess player as well. I represented country 2 times in chess. And when we used to get training from our teacher, the teacher used to tell me, what do you learn from chess? So somebody says permutation, combination, and everything. Patience, sitting for 4 hours for a single match, you learn also patience. But he used to tell me, along with all the things that you are learning, you also learn how to handle failures, because in every game you have to either win or lose. You have to digest that win or lose, and then again prepare for the next game with all the full throttle and energy. So that is what is the most important thing in a controlled atmosphere. Either through a game or through some practical activity, students learn all of these things, and that is very very important, specifically in this world of social media, when we see that there is a world of instant gratification. But we know that everything that happens to us it's happen over the period of time. And it also helps them learn to develop coding concepts, implementation, and all of these things. And fortunately, government of India has also initiated this under new education policy 2020, although it was a bit late. But they have strongly suggested that students should learn all of these practical things. Why changing world? Why all of these things? Because according to the World Economic Forum, recently had happened in Davos, there are so many people who came to the conclusion that 7 out of 10 students will work in job that doesn't exist today. We also even don't know what type of jobs will be available in next 5 years or 10 years. Starting 2030, there will be a paradigm shift in terms of all the basic traditional working that works that is out there right now in market. We are seeing a small changes right now, but there is a huge undercurrent, and the tsunami will be coming in next few days. The best part about all of these times is, this is along with all the challenges that is coming up, this is a time of so many good opportunities as well. In the previous times, if you have to create a software company, you must have to have 10, 15, 20, 50 people company to start a venture, or to ideate something, or to implement something. Right now in the world of AI and robotics, you can start a single person company and still can make $1 million venture out of it. I have so many students of mine, and fortunate enough to work with all of the students that have started their ventures in last 1 year. Started their ventures in last 1 year is more than school students, 8th, 9th class students have started their own ventures. Two of them have got funding as well, not from the government, from the private institutions. A few of them are filing patents. Recently, 3 days back only, one of our students has won the world record of filing, youngest one to file patent. He is just 8.5 years old. So this is the brightest time that we are showing. What is my input in all that project is to give them right ecosystem. If that ecosystem can be replicated into multiple schools and colleges across the country, then I can say very, very confidently that we can create very good problem solving solutions for the world. So along with all the challenges, there are so many opportunities as well. We aren't just learning to build robots, we are learning to solve future problems. So what exactly robotics is all about? uh, why I say and cover this topic is because robotics is one such thing which is a combination of all of the different concepts. I was a computer science graduate, then completed my MTech into information technology, then went to IIT Bombay for junior research fellow. The most important thing that had stayed with me and that had probably taken me out of the league or out of the from the line is that I have started working in robotics. Why? Because robotics is a combination of what you can call mechanical, electronics, and programming at one go. So students learn how to handle the overall body of the robot. Then they have to kind of inbuild the brain, in which they have to feed the logic, and then ultimately you have to do programming to implement all of that things that you wanted to do at the real time. So it's a combination of all three things, and we see something physically happening on ground. Then if even if a small project is implemented, they will have a good feeling that I have developed something by myself, and this feeling then again motivate them to come up with new ideas, and ultimately they will become an innovator mindset or problem solving mindset. So this is what is robot, because they handle complex tasks. We will be soon seeing robots that will be implemented in our day to day life, in households. In we are seeing started to see robots implemented in industries. I have developed a few robots for multiple industries. If you land to Indore airport, the robot that welcomes to you and greets you is being developed by, the first version is being developed by me, another being implemented at Banaras airport. So multiple such things are coming up big time in another 2 3 years. So what we wanted to, rather than we becoming consumer of all of these things, let us try to prepare our kids for becoming a developer or a creator of all of this new age knowledge. And I am pretty much confident age is just a number. You are also seeing in your kids that they are the type of questions that they are coming up, that is a next level question. So we have to just nurture all of these things. Some good facts that has been continuously getting updated day in day out, so probably it could be also outdated one. 10 15 days back, 78 million new jobs will be created by 2030, and this is very, very important. And all of these jobs will be directly, indirectly, irrespective of any technologies, will be there in robotics and AI and all of these things. The second, the tier of jobs will be creation and maintenance, human machine collaboration, strategic oversight, and these are a few jobs that will be displaced. A new job will be created. All of it, if we can compare all of this scenario is with the scenario of 1970, the rate of change that had happened between 1970 to 2026 will be seen in another 10 years. So the change in 30 years due to all of this technology adoption will be seeing another 7 to 10 years in the coming times. So what is the superpower that the students or anybody who is all of this doing, all of these things will be doing? What are they? What will be the things that they will be getting? So beyond coding is just one way to reach to that position. But the most important thing is you go through a process of design thinking. What is design thinking? Design thinking has been an integral part of new education policy. Unfortunately, most of the schools are not, or no schools or students under all of this present things are not able to gain that knowledge structurally. But design thinking is the way through which you identify problems around you, and then try to find out a few solutions, and then started to implement that solutions into real time. Probably you will fail a few times and then probably get to a solutions, which will be usable for the end user. So design thinking is one such very important thing that students learn. Then again, resilience, because it's not a straight path. It is obviously anything that we try to do obviously takes multiple permutation combination, and then probably you will be able to develop the things. Along with that, entrepreneurship and financial literacy. I have missed out the word entrepreneurship here, but entrepreneurship and financial literacy is very, very important. We have seen that so many students try to develop a few good projects during their school times, but they are not able to actually implement that idea or project into form of product or some companies. What we try to do, or what as a parent or a student or a school that we should try to do, is to take that project into a form of product. If that journey, if is covered in the right way, then probably we can see multiple new intellectual properties coming up from the students. I have seen in last 1.5 years, 2 years, more than 150 school students across the Central India region have filed their patents, which had never happened in the past, specifically with the school students. This is right now taking up new heights. This was being done by all the professors and the students of college, but right now it is now percolating to the schools as well. Now, what is the emerging technologies that is coming up in few times is computer vision, because we see that a robot or a hardware aligned with a computer or a camera which can see things will be the future. We are seeing a cleaning robot, serving robot, information dissipation robot being developed across the world, and now they are becoming a commercial property as well. Recently, we, along with our students, has participated in AI summit that had happened in Delhi, and we have officially represented as top 5 startups from a government, Central India government. And then a robot that has been presented there was a 3D printed information dissipation robot. You know that Mahakumbh as well as Sinhas used to happen in a regular interval in India, and they are a big spot where so many people accumulate at one place. So in 2028, government of Madhya Pradesh is organizing this Sinhas 2028, and more than 5 crore people will be there. And along with students, what we have tried to develop is to create a information dissipation robot, and government of Madhya Pradesh has given 12 such robots should be developed at Sinhas, and they have given the order to our students, and they are just 8-9 class students. So that in 3D printed robot is aligned with all the cameras, the AI interaction part, the screen will be there, they can walk and they can talk, and all of this will be done in vernacular language, Hindi, English, and all of this local language. You just have to tap to one language and then probably they can speak. So this is image processing. Computer vision is the new thing that is coming up right now. Along with that, machine learning, because this AI is what we see is they have a huge set of million trillion set of data. They learn from all of the data and take the decision in the real time. So there are so many LLMs, that you large language models that you see in our 3D printed robot. Along with the students, we have tried to develop this SLM, small language models, and they can do all of this. So that's why Python as a language is also very, very important if you wanted to develop things like machine learning, genetic algorithm, and all of this new technology that is coming up. And for your information, all these the keywords and the new technology terms that I'm trying to say is right now available at a fingertip, as well as the learning things is also very, very simple for school kids also to implement and do things. I have seen one Sardarji kid. He was just, I think, 12 years at AI Summit, and he has developed multiple AI based application by himself, and also presented his idea to all the big shots of big companies which were present there. So there, if I take this session, people used ask me that robot will take job. Yes, yes, it will be taking all the mundane, the monotonous jobs. So the ability robot will be taking boring jobs, human, creative, and emotional ones. Am I audible right now?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, okay, okay. Probably the connection got lost in between. Just give me a moment. I'm starting my presentation.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So, is the screen visible right now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I was talking about new technologies like 3D printing. It is coming up big time. All the these industries are using this technology to implement their ideas into something which is very quick to implement and then take it forward in terms of big manufacturing as well. The current wars that we are seeing between Iran and US and this Ukraine and Russia, many such robots that I am hearing stories, many such robots or the drones that is being used there at the go is being developed and done through a 3D printing technology right now. So rocket engines, car parts, fully printed homes, all of these things has been kind of a go-to things for students. So if students used to start all of these designing things by themselves and then using the printer to print their ideas, it's a full circle. And a few students at our place are now starting to develop their own 3D printers as well. So there are so many things that is also coming up. Drone as a technology is also very, very important because we have seen this drone in all these marriages and taking photography and all of this, but drone is way beyond that as well. Right from assembling of drone to programming of drone to flying of drone, these are the three major things in which drone learning is important. And for kids or for students, what I generally prefer is to let them do the programming of them, because future is all about autonomous drones. In China, there are so many drones who used to go from one place to another in terms of delivering medicines. Even Zomato type services are being implemented in China through a drone itself, and they are fully autonomous drones. So, in defense also, in normal user based things also will be seeing soon in by a drone. In Bangalore, I have seen a few days back that this medicine delivery in high-rise building is already been started. I'm not sure about Hyderabad, but yes, this has been already been done. So if students try to develop the things by themselves, then it is very, very important. The last things is artificial intelligence. This is a buzzword right now, but it's a combination of multiple steps, small steps. Anything can be taken as a subject matter expertise and then taken forward from there. One such thing that I've already told is computer vision. AI in robotics is a combination of 5 6 steps, which is perception, learning, planning, navigation, human robot interaction, and autonomous things. Multiple humanoids we are seeing right now and will be seeing in near future, which is again a combination of AI. Right now is a time where artificial intelligence, like I was talking about LLMs, large language models, there are so many small languages model is also being developed, which is also known as the edge computing, where the robot, irrespective of that robot is connected through internet or not, that robot can be able to take their own decisions in a small way and then do a certain set of tasks which is being given them to them for specific purposes. And if it is connected with the internet, then it can do all these big things as well. Another important thing that is coming up, which we are seeing the implementation slowly and steadily, is AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. Many big companies across the world, including Meta, which is Facebook, Google, and all of these things, and even Microsoft is actively working in creating VR and AR based experiences. What I wanted to say is not just awareness of all these technologies. I want you to, matlab, we should think about implementing this. Like, let our students learn all of these things and implement. You have seen this Prashant Gade, probably in KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. He has developed the artificial arm by himself, and this artificial arm is being developed by him. And the arm in the market was more than almost 3-4 lakhs, 5 lakh rupees, and he has just developed this artificial arm at 10,000 rupees, and started his journey by just small started journey with a learning of small robots, and then went to Harvard and Stanford, and right now at KBC also, and implement all of this. And I wanted to proudly say that he is my student who has done all of these things. Another students who have done this thing, Anirudh, he has developed a Milky bot, filed his patent. He is Arnav Jain, working with Singapore government right now, multiple things. So my last thing that I wanted to say, and I will always say to the audience that stays in front of me, is we have all the knowledge in the world of AI. Knowledge is, we are getting this knowledge from everywhere. But if it is implemented, if it is not implemented, that is 100% knowledge there, and if there is 0% implementation, ultimately the result will be always zero. So what we have to do as a parent or a guide, or even for ourselves to learn all of these new things, we have to start taking steps and implement these things by ourselves, and then probably we can see all of. So the last thing is, Elon Musk has said very important thing is, the recent surge in technology is very important for young generation to obtain working knowledge of robotics and overall automation. And that's it from my side, probably. Obviously, I could have talked a few things also more in details as well, but time was only 30 minutes. So I would urge, if you have some queries and questions, I would love to answer all of that questions. And thank you very much, school, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mudit sir. Your expertise has turned a complex subject like robotics and AI into something easy and exciting for our parents and students. I can see some questions coming in from our parents. I'd like to take up this question where a parent asks, Mudit sir, for a parent whose child is just 6 or 7 years old, why is it critical to start this robotics journey now rather than waiting for high school?
Very important question, sir. We should not be in a hurry to start this robotics journey as early as, let's say, 5-6 years. Ideally, this age, the number of this age is also getting changed every year. Right now, as far as my thinking is concerned, let's say a student of 8 years, 9 years can start their journey in a fun and enjoyable way. We don't want to force them to create or to take burden at their head and start learning all of these things. We just wanted to have them the understanding of practical approach. What is DIY, do it yourself thing? If they do all of these things themselves, then obviously in a gamified and a structured way, their mind will become a problem solver. The most important thing that we wanted and we should focus as a parent and as an enabler is to uh, enable them through a practical based approach. If they do things practically, obviously over the period of time, they will become a problem solver mindset or an innovator mindset and comes up with multiple solutions. Along with that, the need of an hour is also around this, because many big people across India who is into the field of education has already said in new education policy that hands-on learning, practical learning, vocational training, something which they do by themselves is very, very important. And if it is done from early ages, let's say from class 3rd standard onwards, then probably I see in over the period of times, they will be able to do multiple things by themselves. I hope I have tried to clear your questions.
Yes, sir, very much. Thank you. I'm sure the parents' question has been answered. There's another question. At Rockwoods, we focus on deep learning. How does building a robo help a student understand abstract concepts in physics and maths more easily?
Yes, very, very important. Ma'am, even if I talk about my time, I have learned, even in my engineering days as well, I used to question my professor, and uh, most of them doesn't had any answer at that point of time. I had a small question that whatever thing that I'm learning, where is the implementation part of it? Let me give you a small introduction or example. Uh, we teach students, let's say in robotics, we teach a sensor known as ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensor is a very small sensor, readily available in market, almost 100-150 rupees sensor. Through ultrasonic sensor, what we try to teach is in schools, obviously most of the school students has already learned multiple equations by themselves. But if I when we teach ultrasonic sensor, by the way, is used to measure distance um, of any object that comes in front of the electronic system. So how it measures the distance, and it measures the distance through a small and very simple formula that we all have already learned, is speed is equal to distance upon time. We know the speed of ultrasonic waves. There is a transmitter and there is a receiver. Transmitter transmit the wave, and when the object comes in front of it, it reflects back. There is a time of going and coming back. We already know that we calculate that t, delta t bolte hain usko. And the second thing is, we already know the speed. If we know the speed and t, we can obviously calculate distance. It can calculate distance up to 200 centimeter, the small one that comes, and obviously the higher ones can measure all of the distance as well. This ultrasonic sensor we have already used also in our day-to-day life. And the ultrasonic sensor that we obviously any day use is the car reverse parking sensor. When we reverse the car and any object comes in front of it, or and a wall comes in front of it, the buzzer rings, as well as it shows you that how much is the distance between that object. So this is a regular use of this sensor. We are already using it. The speed is equal to distance upon time, we also know. But through the implementation of these ultrasonic sensor based things, we get to understand the academic subject in a more deeper and practical way as well. So if we develop an advanced robot which can move, which can do a human like walking system. By the way, human walking is one of the most complex things that we do, but we have learned it from our childhood. We don't realize that it is one of the most complex. Whenever you develop such robot which can walk, there is a concept of physics that comes in front of us. How to go about doing that, what's the motor speed, at what angle should the motor should be aligned, and how to align all of these 16, 17, 20 motors at one go. So I'm of a very strong thought that implementation of robots obviously uplift the normal academic experience of students, and then they start taking interest as well. There are so many students of mine who have told that when they were learning normally all of these concepts in science and physics, it was a kind of boring for them. But when they started to implement all of this concept practically by themselves, then they've started to take interest in that conventional subject as well. I think I have solved your questions.
Yes, thank you for that eye-opening answer. We often disconnect robotics with, the core subjects, and we view it differently. However, your answer was really apt. Thank you so much. There's another question, sir. For parents who aren't tech-savvy themselves, how can they support their child's curiosity in robotics at home without feeling overwhelmed?
Yes, that is also very, very important. And this is a case with almost many parents across the country. I think as a parent, our responsibility is to give them right first introduction about things about robotics. I think over the period of time, when they get to kind of interact with this activity by themselves, they will then only say that in robotics, what is the important thing that they wanted to learn, or other than robotics, what is the things that they are liking from them. So for us as a parent, we have to neutrally give first introduction, either from some subject matter expert, or if school is taking such activity or initiative at school, I would strongly recommend school to take this activity, and we should support the school to implement all of these things. But the most important thing that we have to take care around this is uh, uh, we don't just wanted to give a plug and play type of kit or a robotic component to the students, because obviously they will learn first few projects by themselves, but they will not be able to take new projects by themselves. What we wanted to focus, and we should focus, is to give them the basics understanding of all of this knowledge. If they understand all of these things, then probably they will come up with their own ideas and implement it in the right way. So it is quite at the initial go, first instant, it is quite worrisome, or we have multiple questions, but as soon as we start, I think student who is implementing this or who is learning this will obviously say ki mother father ki what I am liking and how to go about taking that forward from here.
Thank you so much, sir. There are many other questions, however, due to shortage of time, I think we will take up those questions at a later point, and maybe connect with you and see how we can go about it. You have shown us that robotics isn't just about missions; it is about a mindset of problem solving and fearless curiosity. Thank you for your time, your brilliance, and for being a true partner in our mission to build the most tech forward campus in this region. Dear parents, I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I did. We at Rockwoods are truly striving not just to teach from books, but connect them with world record holders and industry leaders. As we start our new session this June, this is the high rigor journey your child will embark upon. Thank you all for joining us this weekend. Mudit sir, thank you once again for your incredible support.
Thank you very much for inviting me here, and I must congratulate Rockwoods International School for taking such initiatives. Even in the weekends, you are taking this initiative of after office hours. I must congratulate things, and seeing the attendees also. I must congratulate parents also, that they are also taking keen interest in learning as well as trying to implement things. So I would looking forward to help in any ways possible. I am available on LinkedIn by the handle Mudit Thakkar. Anything that if you wanted to ask, you can take it forward from there as well. Thank you very much.
Definitely, sir. We will reach out to you, and thank you so much for your time again. Good night, everyone. We look forward to seeing you soon with another exciting session.